पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नित्यानंद उदिंदुर वसुधा प्राण वल्लभ जानव जीवितपति कृष्ण प्रेम प्रद प्रभो पद्मावधि सुध श्रीमान सचिनंदन पूर्वजः भावोन्मत्त जगत्राद रक्त गौर कलेवरः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नित्यानंद। ओम नमो नमो अनिरुद्धाय श्रीगेशेन्द्रियात्मने, नमः परमहंसाय पूर्णाय निवृत्तात्मने, नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते लोकनाथ स्वामी नामिने, नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निधि नामिने, नमस्ते सरस्वतदेवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। Rupa Goswami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Let me share this chapter. So hope everybody can see it.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, Hare Krishna. So thank you, dear devotees, for joining today. It's a very, very auspicious day of Ekadashi, Varahadvadashi, and tomorrow is Nityananda Trayadashi. We can understand and meditate a little bit more over that what is the significance and how it can imply, or how we can put it, apply in our life, understanding this, what is the most important for our life as well. Just by hearing the pastimes of the Lord, the glories of the Lord, the Supreme Lord, that itself can be purified our consciousness. So we are all trying to purify so that we can understand this transcendental subject matter. So once we understand this transcendental subject matter, then only we can attain our eternal constitutional position. You know that in the Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, Kundi Maharani prayed to the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord just about to leave to Dwaraka. So Kurukshetra war is over, everything is settled. Now Krishna thought that now I have to go back in Dwaraka. My devotees are waiting there for me. So then, hearing this, Kundi Maharani came running in front of Krishna. And Kundi Maharani prayed to the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna. Supreme Lord, even though we have been going through all this, you are the only, the Supreme Lord, that taken care of us. Your mercy was boundless. Because of your mercy, because of your caring for us, that we are surviving, we are living. Oh Lord, heard that you are living now. How can I tolerate that? We cannot separate from you, Lord. This is, think about that, this is the auntie of Krishna. So Mother Kundi is praying to Krishna. And that's a beautiful prayers are there in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Namaha Pangajanabhaya, Namaha Pangajamaline, Namaha Pangajanetraya, Namaste Pangajangre. Kundi Maharani is praying, you are the Supreme Lord. So Kundi Maharani is saying that, oh Lord, just by seeing you, all our problems have been eradicated. Just by having the darshan of the Lord, O Supreme Lord, that is our perfection. That is the way, only way that we can attain perfection and liberation. So similarly, when we hear the glories of the Supreme Lord, it is not that just we hearing. We can see the Supreme Lord in front of us just by hearing, just by opening our ears. Really, we are not seeing through our eyes. but through our hearing, through our darshan, that we have darshan through hearing. This is the way that our consciousness is always with the Lord. So we were going through yesterday, the Prabhuji Gopikant Krishna Prabhu was nicely explaining about sector of devotion, the characteristics of one in ecstatic love, the character of one is in ecstatic love. So here, Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Prabhupada translated that to 9 ways or 9 symptoms that we can see. I'm not going in detail, but just the highlights of, just a review of it. The first one is he is always anxious to utilize his time in the devotional service of the Lord. So the devotee, those who are in the ecstatic love or in the bhava stage, so we know that how one can reach to the stage of bhava. So adhav shraddha, that means we should have unflinching faith in the Supreme Lord. Then by the unflinching faith of the Supreme Lord, then one will have an opportunity to associate with the Lord. So Lord will arrange, Lord will provide that. By the mercy of the Lord, we get devotees. By the mercy of the devotees, we attain Supreme Lord. So by the mercy of the Lord, we get the devotees. So where do we get the mercy? By our unflinching faith in the Supreme Lord. So when we have, how do we develop this faith? By hearing. So that's why hearing is so important. When we hear, we get unflinching faith in Supreme Lord. And when we have unflinching faith in the Supreme Lord, Lord sends the devotees to our life so that we strengthen our loving devotion to the Supreme Lord. That's why Srila Rupa Goswami says, Adho Shraddha, then Sadhu Sangha, then we get the opportunity to associate with the Lord, Sadhu Sangha. Then by the association of the Lord, by the instructions of the Lord, the devotees, and then what? We develop the bhajana kriya. So we start to chant the holy name. This is, we come to the stage of sadhana, we start to chant the holy name, bhajana kriya. By this process of bhajana kriya, we come to the stage of anartha nivritti. All our pratap, all our problems and anarthas, all our anarthas, that we all know that what are our anarthas, the 6 enemies of the human beings, 6 enemies of the living entities, kama, krodha, moha, lobha, mada, malsarya, lust, greed and anger, envy, jealousy and arrogance. So these are all anarthas. We create so many anarthas in our life. With our own adhyatmik, adibhautik, we get an adhidevik. And adhyatmik is that one we create in our heart. So this way that all the anarthas can be eradicated. So because of our anarthas, we are not making any progress in Krishna consciousness or in devotional services because of our anarthas. So dear devotee, it's very important that we always check our anarthas on a daily basis. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that when you get up every day morning, so you beat your mind with a chappal. And when you go into the bed before that, you should beat your mind with a broom. So why Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that? Because of anarthas. We have so many anarthas, we accumulate all that in our mind. So this is the way we can check our mind. What are the anarthas we carrying in our heart, in our brain? So it's very important that we very much conscious of these anarthas. Okay. So then we come to the anartha nivritti. Then we come to the stage of nishta. So unless and until we have this anartha nivritti, eradicate all our impurities of the heart by chanting of the holy name that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Chedo darpanam archanam bhaumaha davakni nirvapanam shreya kairava chandrika vidaranam vidyavadu jivanam anandam buddhivardhanam pradibadam purnamrita swadanam sarvatma snapanam param vijayade Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. So what are the benefits? There are 6 benefits which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mentioned in the first verse of Sri Shastakam. And how it is that happens? Chedo darpana marjana, we have to clean our heart by Param Vijayade Sri Krishna Sankirtanam, by chanting of the holy name. So that's why it's called Bhajana Kriya, the chanting of the holy name. When we chant the holy name, then we can eradicate all the impurities, the dirt of our heart. Darpana Marjan, we can clean our heart, mirror of the heart. Mahadavakti Nirvabanam, we can even eradicate the forest fire. That's what is the trap. Like all these lust, greed, anger, these are all the forest fires in our heart. Eagerness, greed, and all this. This is the Agni, the fire in our heart. The Dava Nirvabanam, Shreya Kairava Chandriga Vitaranam. And it gives the cooling effect in our heart. It gives that Brahma Bodha Prasannatma Nashojati Nakamshati. So we come to that stage of very peaceful, very content, that stage of, then in that stage there is no eagerness, no hankering for this material, elements and material pleasures, and the joy in us, Nashojati Nakamshati, no lamentation. So the mind will become so peaceful. So this is the symptoms that we can see, that we can eradicate all this from our heart by this chanting of the holy name. So this is the way that one can come to that stage. Then Nishta, we come to that stage. Then we develop the taste for the holy name, the taste for the pastimes. So then we taste and always. Then we all want always to hear the glories of the Supreme Lord. Then anything that which apart from these glories of the Supreme Lord, or anything that pastimes, the holy name, then devotees won't be much interested in anything else. They would always like to hear. So that's where it comes to that stage of bhav. Asakti develop. Asakti means detachment develops. That detachment, we come to that stage of bhav. So that's where it says that he always anxious to utilize his time in the devotional service of the Lord. So nothing is much important for such devotees, even though he is acting in this world as a karmi or a grihastha, but his mind is fully absorbed in Krishna. How can I serve? How can I serve devotees? How can I do this? How can I make this possible? How can I cook for today? How can I offer this one? How can I get this money for Krishna? So this is the way that a devotee in ecstatic love behaves. So it's very, very important we understand this. Then Sri Rupa Goswami says he's always reserved and perseverant. Always reserved. Reserved means that he's very determined, and his determination, and he continuously perseverant means perseverant means that continuously he has that determination to attain that goal. So this is also a symptom of one who is in a state of ecstatic love for the Supreme Lord. So we know that we learned about spontaneous love, spontaneity. This is ecstatic love, that he gets the bhav, he gets the various stages or reflections, emotions, mellows. These are all the ways that we can understand what is ecstatic love. He is emotional, he has mellows, he has rasas. All this develops in the devotee's heart. Then the Sri Rupa Goswami says that he is detached, always detached from all material attraction. There's also another stage, another symptom, another emotional mellows of that one who can experience that is always detached from the material attraction. That's not so much attached to this material things, as we all know that it's all temporary, which is there for only few years that in our life. Even though anything that which we accumulate in this world, therefore just few years, that's it. That the Hanumanji, when the coronation of Sri Ramachandra Bhagavan, Mother Sita took a big, very precious pearl from her neck, and offered to Hanumanji. Hanumanji was just taking out each pearl and biting it and opening it, and then looking at it. No, this doesn't have my Ram in it. This doesn't have my Ram in it. This doesn't have my Ram in it. This was Hanumanji was looking each, and then Mother Sita was very much astonished. What are you doing? I gave this as a gift for you. And Hanumanji said, I don't see Ram in any of these things. So then Mother Sita asked, where do you see your Ram? So that's the time Hanumanji opened his chest. See that the Ram is here. And there they could see that the Lord Ram is in the heart of Hanumanji. The devotee says we are not Hanumanji, but we all can have this mood. All can have this understanding that this material elements that which we are so much hanger in this world has no value. At the end of the day, we cannot take anything. Hey, we may get some temporary pleasure. That's why we are all hankering for in this world for 24/7, just to have some material pleasure, hankering some pleasure. So Sri Rupa Goswami says that the devotee, those who are in ecstatic love, will not have any attachment for these material elements, right? No material attractions. And he does not long any for many respected in return for his activities. He is a very sadhu. Then the meaning of sadhu means he's very humble. Sadhu means he's very humble. He's always in sattva. So it is that's another quality of sattva, sadhu, sattva, and then that he comes to the stage of pure shuddha sattva and vishuddha sattva. So sadhu means he is in very good mode of goodness. So in that mode of goodness, in reality, actually, one should not expect anything in return. That oh, I do this, I do this, I do this. So, but a person who is reached to that stage of ecstatic love will not have any hankering for this. Okay, I need to be respected. Oh, this devotee came to me and he didn't give me respect. Always is in our thoughts that oh, this devotee is like that. This. Why didn't he respect me? I'm this. Okay, let me get into this position so that I will get this respect. Everybody will come and pay the obeisances to me. They will give me this one and that one. So no, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very clearly says that we should not amanina manadhena kirtaniya sadahari. So this kirtaniya sadahari, that constantly chanting, that spontaneous love that we can develop when we don't have this respect, hankering for this respect, and always that give respect to everyone. This is the another symptom of humility, that always give respect to everyone because of Amen, that I am not a devotee, everybody else is devotee. My duty is to serve everyone, offer the respect to everyone, so that I get the mercy of each and every living entity in this world. So this is the concept of it, dear devotees, that we should always give respect to each and every living entity. Devotee won't even put their foot in anything. If he by mistake, unknowingly, he touches with his foot, that's our culture. That's our Sanatana Dharma culture, that we touch on that and we put on our head. We beg for forgiveness. Why? Because of we understand that in everything, the Lord is present. So unknowingly or knowingly, we will not have that kind of disrespect even for an inanimate objects in this world, right? So like that. So the devotee always give respect, not hanger for any respect in return. That's the right mood of a devotee. And when a devotee comes to the stage of ecstatic love, or in the stage of bhav, will always, give respect to everyone. We know that Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, whoever comes to Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, give Dandavat Pranam. It was mentioned that almost every day, like 2,000, 3,000 Dandavats to Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, to all the other devotees in Vrindavan. The loads of people, loads of devotees comes every day to meet Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. Even to his disciples, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami was giving dandavats. See that? The humility. So this is what it is. We have to learn from all these dear devotees, that how one can come to that. This is not that just we hear it, okay, good, wonderful, just again get into the maya. Oh, this I am so and so. This is all maya's trick, that we gives us that kind of dilemma, that okay, or kind of illusion that okay, I'm so and so, I'm a great devotee, so everybody should come and give respect. I'm so and so, I'm this, I'm this, I'm that, I'm senior to that, I'm senior to this. No, we should not have. We always give respect to each and every, not only that, everybody in this world, every living entity in this world, that we should not even spare any living entity separately. So we should be always have this mood of service to each and every living entity. Give respect to each and every one. So then Srila Rupa Goswami says that one who is in this ecstatic love, he is always certain that Krishna will bestow his mercy upon him. That's why in the Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur says that in the Sharanagati, Avashya Rakshube Krishna Vishwasa Palana. Avashya Rakshube Krishna. Krishna is always there to protect us devotee. So we should have that strong faith, and he's always have that strong faith, even in the midst of everything, that he always depends upon Krishna. He always depends upon Krishna. We know that there are so many wonderful stories. In the Namadev, Namadev was a very great devotee in Maharashtra, Namadev. So when he was very child, when he was little boy, and Namadev's grandfather requested Namadev, you please offer this bhoga to Krishna. So make sure that you offer to the Lord, so Lord will eat. So then grandfather left for some other purpose. Namadev was there, and Namadev was offering this to the Lord. And then Namadev was feeling that Lord will come now and will eat. So Namadev was waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and then came again and seeing that Lord is not eating. So Namadev told to the Lord, why are you not eating? So this is not there, or this is not there. Please eat, and still not eating. So he had such a faith in the Lord, such a faith in the Lord. Then Namadev was crying and crying, and finally told to Lord, Namadev told to the Lord that, oh Lord, I will cut my throat if you don't eat. So Lord appeared in front of Namadev. He was a little boy, and then took the prasadam, and then Namadev's grandfather came and told all this. And then the grandfather couldn't believe that, Lord came and eat. So in that time also, then Lord mentioned that is, don't beat him. I ate this prasadam. I ate the bhoga. So we should have such a faith in the Lord. There are so many examples we can give. There is a devotee called Gita Pandit, Gita Panda. Gita Panda was so much faith in the Supreme Lord. Avashya Rakshabhe Krishna. So there was a drought in the Orissa, and this wife was so much tired of her husband. He was not doing, but he was a great devotee of the Lord. Even the drought, nothing was there to eat. Then this devotee Gita Panda was saying the Lord will protect us. Lord will always protect us. You know that Ananyas Chindayando Mam Ejana Mam Paribhasade. Uh, uh, yeah, Ananyas Chindayando Mam Ejana Mam Paribhasade. Tesham Nityabhiyuktanam Yogatshema Mahamika. Lord promised, then the Gita Panda says that Lord promised in the Bhagavad Gita, when the devotees lack something, I will provide, and whatever they have, Lord will carry that. So Gita Panda had such a faith in the Lord. So Lord will provide, Lord will protect the devotees. So likes that. So but then drought was there. Then the Gita Panda's wife was so much insisting Gita Panda that go and do something. Children are starving to death. Somehow, hesitatingly, that Gita Panda went out and trying to get and beg something. And this time two boys came to the home of Gita Panda, and this Gita Panda's wife, and astonished that two little boys came there and with a big bag of full of sack of the vegetables and groceries and the grains and everything. And this boy is told to the Gita Panda's wife that, yes, we are coming from the nearby village, and your husband, Gita Panda, is our spiritual master. Spiritual master told me we are his disciple, and spiritual master told me, and bring it over here. So we brought it here, and then, this Gita Panda's wife became so happy, took everything inside, and then, these two boys left the place. And then she cooked so wonderful meal, and it's been there, not there for many days, that nothing was cooked, and she was very well prepared and cooked so much wonderful prasadam. And this is the time Gita Panda came there, and then what happened, and she told everything what happened. And Gita Panda said, I never had any disciples. I was here, I was just residing, reading the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And then the Gita Panda asked, what is the nature of those two boys? So Gita Panda's wife mentioned that one is in the dark color, another is in the white color. and they were so beautiful, so charming, and they were so attractive. And then Gidapanda understood this is none another than the Krishna and Balaram. And also we know that in the Gujarat, the this Mehta, right? This what the name? The there's a devotee called
Nasti Mehta.
Narasimha Mehta.
Nasti Mehta.
The same
The
thing
same
happened.
thing happened.
I think there is an echo. Is there, dear dude? Can you mute it? So Narasimha Mehta was a so wonderful devotee, so wonderful devotee, not caring for anything, not caring for anything. And then time came, and the Narasimha Mehta's daughter has to get married. Nothing was there. His wife was insisting, and somehow or other, you know, what to do. And then his promise to the groom that, we will manage, and wife promised. Then Narasimhavata and wife insisted to Narasimhata, go and do something. You know, he's coming. Narasimhavata was hesitatingly went out, but not asking anything to anyone. But meantime, there was a big, rich, person came and conducted all these wonderful dresses and marriage, everything. And it was like an opulent marriage. And the marriage day came, and this family, this wife, were waiting for Narasimha. And Narasimha Mehta was hesitating, I mean, couldn't collect or did anything for. When Narasimha Mehta came back and saw that everything is well arranged, everything was wonderfully arranged. And then Narasimha Mehta couldn't believe. Narasimha Mehta understood that this is none other than the Supreme Lord, the mercy that showered upon Narasimha Mehta. So this is so many wonderful, these pastimes of the Lord is there, and still it is happening. There are so many examples we also learn from the many devotees in ISKCON as well, how Lord intervened in the time of the need in so many ways. So always have this faith, and always have this faith that Lord will always protect the devotees. Avashya Rakshabhe Krishna Vishwasa Palana. Have that faith that Krishna will always protect the devotees in need. Okay. Then he always very eager to serve the Lord faithfully. That's ecstatic, and he does not unconditionally. Save Pumsha Paru Dharma Yadur Bhakti Radokshje Ahetu Apradihadaya Atma Suprasidati. So this is another symptom, that unconditional love for the Supreme Lord. And this has Paradharma, that he understands, he has full faith in the Supreme Lord and serve the Supreme Lord such a very faith. And he is very much attached to the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. He will never miss, he will never break, and he will always chant the holy name of the Lord. That's why many times that our culture is that we hang this bead bag in our neck, not to show to that, I am a devotee, I'm chant. No. Many times what we just hang it on our neck, we don't chant. The purpose of hanging this bead bag, the bead on our necks, that whenever we get the opportunity, the time, we keep chanting. So when we keep chanting, dear devotees, all the other impurities goes, then there is no space in our heart, in our mind to bring anything else. So we chant, we chant, we chant whenever we get a moment, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes, or we drive or sitting in the passenger seat, we chant. So whenever we go, walk, we chant. We come to temple, we chant. We sit idle there, we chant. We don't go sleep or go kind of what is happening in the no, we sit and chant. So this is the symptom of a devotee. This is a symptom of a devotee who is in ecstasy always. Kirtaniya Sadahari. This Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says what? Kirtaniya Sadahari. Always chant the holy name, dear devotees. This is our perfection, and this is where that we have to reach. Always chant the holy name. That's why the reason that we conduct this 6-hour kirtan, 16-hour kirtan, 24-hour kirtan, that's so we can always chant the holy name. 64 rounds of chanting, so that we develop that taste of chanting. Always we can chant. But dear devotees, when we chant the holy name, we all can relish that the nectar, that the mellow of that, the taste of that, the holy name. So we have to relish that the taste of the holy name. We have to chant the holy name always. Yeah, we have taken the vow, 16 round asana, 16 round is finished. Again, get back into the Maya. Then it's everything is back to square one. So similarly, every day, that's why we don't make any progress. So we don't have that intention that, okay, I should chant continuously, spontaneously, continuously. So when one is in the ecstatic love, should chant the holy name very ecstatically and continuously. Then he is always eager to describe the transcendental qualities of the Lord. He is eager to speak. He is eager to chant, eager to talk about the glories of Krishna. Always, whenever he get a time, we talk about Krishna. So this is what is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed to Sri Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur, Jare Dekho Tare Ho Krishna Upadesh. Whomever you meet, whomever you see, talk about Krishna. Krishna, bolo, Krishna, karo, Krishna. All this, there is a beautiful praise out there. Whatever you do, whatever you say, all is Krishna, all is related to Krishna. Nothing else. We should not bring anything else in our heart and mind. A devotee, this very rare, this human form of life. Only in this human form of life, we have this opportunity to talk about Krishna, meditate upon Krishna, remember Krishna, chant about the glories and the holy name of Krishna, remember the Krishna. Only in this human form of life we can do that. So this way we can perfect our life. Then he is very pleased to live in the place where the Lord pastimes are performed, Mathura, Vrindavan, and Dwaraka, likes that. So he's very much, connect with the Dham. So we all can stay with and connect with the Dham, like a temple. So this is what is also the one who is in ecstatic love. He is always connect with the Dham, and he always meditate upon the Dham. So we have a beautiful temple. That's the Dham of Sri Sri Radha Shyam Sundar. So it's not necessary that we should go to Madhura or Vrindavan. And wherever the Lord is, that is Vrindavanam. Where the Krishna is there, that is Vrindavanam. That is Vrindavan. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that, right? Where is Krishna? There is Vrindavan. So there is no difference. So we all can be part of the Dham. So this way, Chaitanya Srila Rupa Goswami was mentioning about that the 9 ecstatic symptoms or characters of a ecstatic love. So that's where we have to reach. So it's very important to understand this, right? So I think before much time due, let's also discuss a little bit pastimes of the Varahadev, and then let me stop this share, and then we can also see that the glories of Lord Nityananda. So let me share the screen. So I just put some slides. So let me. Are you able to see the screen, the PowerPoint?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Oh, wonderful, thank you. Let me. So today is also that, as I mentioned, that the hearing of the Lord, the glories of the Lord, the pastimes of the Lord, talking, remembering all this will increase our faith in the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So today is a very auspicious day of Varahadev or Varaha Dwadashi. Lord appeared, Lord Varahadev appeared. So always, as we all know that Lord's appearance has multi-purpose, and the main purpose is that Lord comes down on this planet to paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya dushkritam. Paritranaya sadhuna, to protect his devotees. That's the primary duty. So Lord is very dear to his devotees. He is actually, it says that he runs after his devotees. He is, he is Bhagavan, but he does not care about his Bhagavan or Bhagavata aspect of Krishna. He does not care about it. When a devotee calls him, when a devotee has in trouble or devotee is in, to protect his devotees, he does not look at that as Bhagavat or that's a Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then he would take any form to protect his devotees. He takes any form. So he doesn't look at that, oh, I'm a Supreme Lord, my abode is, Goloka Vrindavan. He just simply forget that his Bhagavata or called his Bhagavan aspect. So then he takes any form. So this is the one of the opportunity, one of this situation that Lord appeared in the form of the Varahadev, the boar incarnation. So we know that after the Brahma created, and then we know that Manu came, Swayambhuva Manu. Then Shadarupa manifested. Then Swayambhuva Manu mentioned to Brahmadev that where would I live? So this is the time Lord also, Brahma is also meditated that Mother Earth is actually now hidden by subterranean planet. So it was hidden by the Rakshasa, the demon called Hiranyaksha. Hiranyaksha took Mother Earth and then it went down from the orbit and took that Mother Earth and put it into the subterranean, that means the deep down of the ocean in the Shudala um, planet in that region. So then this was the time Brahma was just meditated upon what to do. So then this is the time a little creature came out from the nostril of Brahmadev. So then as soon as then Brahma also bewildered, what is it? So then as soon as this little creature that is in the form of boar came through the nostril of Brahmadev, and then as soon as it touched, and it became a huge wild boar. So you can see that huge wild boar. So then what happened? Then now the golden color, the hairs are the golden, and everybody now very much wondered, and then Brahma understood this is none another than the Supreme Lord. Brahma started to pray to the Lord Varahadev, seeing these all the demigods on the upper planetary systems. They were all started to drum and sing the glories of the Supreme Lord. Without further delay, Lord just dived down into the ocean, dived down into the ocean, and took the Mother Earth on his tusk and put it on his, the remaining on the in the orbit. And this we can see that in the here. See that Lord Varahadev raising that Mother Earth on his tusk and then put it back to the orbit. So then, seeing this, Hiranyaksha became so bewildered, so much angry. So then, Lord went down. Again, that Lord came and put the Mother Earth on the orbit. Lord just shook his body with water, right? So that spread out all over the universe. Because we can imagine that the Mother Earth is how much big, and the Lord is how big it is. So it's all possible. Lord is, Lord can assume any form. He is the greater than the greatest, right? And the smaller than the smallest. So he can assume any form. Then Lord shook that his body, then the water spread into the higher planetary system, and everybody absorbed, and somebody got this and touched from the body, water from the body as an abhishek, water, and everybody was, blessed by the Supreme Lord. Then also when Lord shook the body, and there is also the hairs of the somebody also fall down. And we know that when we do the yagya or the sacrifices, we use the dhruva grass or kusha grass. So it is considered that the body, the hairs from the body of Varahadev is then became the kusha grass in this planet. So that's why the kusha grass is taking for this very sacred purpose, and this, all these ceremonies, the kusha grass, so that as soon as you touch the kusha grass, is mentioned that you will become purified, you get purified. Then also loads that from the Lord's body, and also there is three ways of that. There are some dirt was there, that's also considered, and that's became three bowls. So that became three bowls, and that is became, that in the Pindadan from the Shraddha ceremony, there is three Punda keeps it. So that's also that represents that this is from the Varahadev. It is considered as, so in representation of that, when the Shraddha ceremony happens, three Pinda keeps that just to connect with the Lord. So this is the way that Shraddha is complete, that three Pinda keeps there. And everything offering, everything is pouring on the top of this Pinda. This is also from the Lord Varahadev appearance, since then it is manifested like this. So Lord Varahadev, then what happened? Lord Varahadev then blessed everybody, Lord Brahma, then also went down to the the Loka, Asyutala Loka, and lying down there. So this is the time Hiranyaksha. This is called Svedavaraha. So we are currently in the Svedavaraha Kalpa. Kalpa means one day of Brahma. So to this time, this is actually the Shweta Varaha Kalpa, 28 Manvantaras that we are going actually, 28 Manvantaras. So on this Shweta Varaha Kalpa, this is the, that Lord appeared as the Shweta Varaha. So then, to rescue the Mother Earth. So then Lord was there down, and this is the time Hiranyaksha became so, furious and came to Varunadev and then started to challenge Varunadev, come and fight with me. So then Varunadev very, intelligently then redirected Hiranyaksha to Lord, no, no, I am very old. I cannot now, fight with you. There is a very proper opponent for you. He is lying down in the under the subterranean in the ocean. So Hiranyaksha went there and challenged Lord Varahadev. Then Lord Varahadev came out and then they started to fight each other. And it's mentioned that the fight went on for a long time. And this is also another Lord's pastimes. Lord also wanted to have a proper opponent to fight. This is also Viryaras. Lord has many rasas, and in order to fulfill the Viryaras for chivalry, the pastimes, Lord was looking for a proper opponent. And remember that who is this Hiranyaksha? Hiranyaksha was in the Lord's devotee, Jaya and Vijaya. Jaya and Vijaya cursed by the four Kumaras. I'm not getting into it. But when the four Kumaras came to the Vaikunta, Jaya and Vijaya then, stopped the entrance to the Supreme Lord. Then four Kumaras cursed that you're behaving like a, the worldly man, just be there in the world. They became the demons. Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, they became the children of Kashyapa Prajapati and Mother Diti. So then they are very much cruel and demons and so many atrocities. They are so huge and very powerful. And this is the time, looking for this proper opponent. The Lord was now fighting with Hiranyaksha for many, many years. So then finally Brahma has to intervene. And it's mentioned that 28, days in the, heavenly planets in something like that. So then Lord had to intervene, and then finally Lord killed, the Hiranyaksha. So that we can see that here how Lord is killing and fighting with the Lord, and then you can see that finally Lord killed Hiranyaksha, and that's the time Lord became red, very much angry with red. So that's why he became an Rakta Varaha. There is two Varaha, Shweta Varaha and Rakta Varaha. So Lord has this Varahadev appearance, so mainly to protect his devotees and to give and save the protect his devotees and save from the demoniac, to kill the demons. The demons, demoniac activities, that's secondary for the Lord. So today is the day that Lord Varahadev appeared to protect. There are so many temples in India, Varahadev temple, and there is Varahadev Kavachas and for the protections. And if you have any kind of problems, any kind of enmity or problems from enemies, so people used to do this Varaha Kavach and mantras of Varaha. And this is the Leela Avadaras, Lord's third incarnation. On the Dashavadaras, Lord's third incarnation is called Varaha. So Lord take any form, right? Lord take any form to protect his devotees. So let us also come to today is also another very auspicious. Tomorrow is another very auspicious day of the Nityananda Trayodashi. So we can see that who is Lord Nityananda, what is the significance, how we can all get the mercy of the Lord Nityananda. So Lord Nityananda is considered as Lord Balara. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is beautiful descriptions of the Lord Nityananda. It says that in the Chaitanya Charitamrita that original Lord Krishna appeared in Navadvipa as Lord Chaitanya and Balarama appeared with him as Lord Nityananda. So in the Chaitanya Charitamrita it is mentioned that Sei Krishna Navadvipe Sri Chaitanya Chandra, Sei Balarama Sanghe Sri Nityananda. The original Lord Krishna appeared in Navadvip as Lord Chaitanya and Balaram appeared with him as Lord Nityananda. So, dear devotees, this is the fact and this is the This is, as you all know, that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu's appearance in Chanavatar is confidential. So everybody cannot understand this. It's very important that we understand this fact that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself and Nityananda Prabhu is the Lord Balaram, and Balaram is the immediate expansions of Krishna. There is no difference between Krishna and Balaram, only in color. So this is the way that we can understand. So it is further in Chaitanya Charitamrita mentioned that Sangarshana Karana Toya Sai Garbhoda Sai Chapayo Bhisai Sheshascha Yasyamsha Kala Sanitya Nandakya Rama Saranam Mamastu. Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami was mentioning and praying, may Sri Nityananda Ram be the object of my constant remembrance. Sankarshana, Shesha Naga, and Vishnu, who lie on the Karana ocean. Garbha ocean and ocean of milk are all his plenary portions and the portions of his plenary portions. So, dear devotees, Sri Nityananda Prabhu is Lord Balaram, and as we know that there is quadruple expansions and expansions of expansions, then Narayana manifest, and then also from the Narayana second quadruple expansion, and from the second quadruple expansion, Narayana again manifests, from the Narayana again Mahavishnu manifests. Mahavishnu lies down on the casual ocean, from Mahavishnu Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, and from Garbhodakshaya Vishnu Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, and then Lord Brahma appears, Lord Shiva appears. The devotees all come from Balaram or Lord Nityananda. So as we know that when the Sankirtana, when the Yuga Dharma, when it comes to the Kali Yuga, the purpose of the Lord is to establish this Yuga Dharma, that is none another than the Sankirtana Yajna, to spread the holy name of the Supreme Lord. This is the way that everybody in this age of Kali that can get the mercy of the Supreme. So that's why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu is so merciful, because of they took that form of a devotee. They took that form of a sannyasi and a devotee to spread this holy name, so that everybody can be liberated just by in touch with the holy name of Krishna. That is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna himself established in this world, and Nityananda Prabhu established in this world. So let us see that Nityananda Prabhu, who is Nityananda Prabhu, and the glories and the pastimes. We know that Narottam Das Thakur was singing and praying to Lord Nityananda that Nitai Pada Kamala Kodi Chandra Suchitala. It is mentioned that Nitai Pada Kamala. It says that Nityananda, Narottam Das Thakur saying, unless we take the shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord Nityananda, one will not have the entrance in the to dance with Radha and Krishna. See that? One will not have the entrance to dance with Radha and Krishna unless and until we take the shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. Nitai Padakamala Kodi Chandra Suchitala. That means only that by taking shelter of the Nityananda Prabhu, lotus feet of Nityananda Prabhu, one can become that peaceful, that Kodi Chandra Suchitala. That means thousands of moons, Kodi, billions of moons give that coolness, that soothing effect. That's what is, if one take the shelter of the lotus feet of Nityananda, one attains that soothing effect and that the entrance to the dance with Radha and Krishna. So Nityananda Prabhu is then tomorrow is the Nityananda Prabhu's appearance day. Nityananda Prabhu appeared in 1473 in Ekachakra Dham in Bengal. This is almost 100 kilometers from Mayapur, Navadip, and there the Nityananda Prabhu appeared. And before Nityananda Prabhu appeared, the Hadai Pandit and Mother Padmavati. So there is a sannyasi appeared before Mother Padmavati. This sannyasi was then looking at Mother Padmavati and says that, oh, this is the womb, this is the womb, was saying like this. This is the womb, this is the womb, like this. So then this sannyasi was none other than Garga Muni. Garga Muni was in disguise of a sannyasi and telling that Lord is going to appear here in the mother's Padmavati's womb. Mother Padmavati's womb, Lord is going to appear. So Gargamuni knew this. Gargamuni was looking, Gargamuni was seeing this, because Gargamuni was the one who gave the name ceremony to Krishna and Balaram, Gargamuni Gargacharya. So then after that, then the Lord appeared as the son of the Mother Padmavati and Hadai Pandit. And since childhood, Nityananda Prabhu was immersed in the pastimes of the Lord. Anybody, there is the people, the children enact the dramas. So then when children enact the drama, Lord was always very much absorbed. One time, the Lord was actually acting as a Lakshman in the drama of the Ramayana.
Okay.
So then by the arrows of Indrajit, and it was in the drama, and then Lakshmana, Lord Nityananda was acting as a Lakshmana. So then acting that, okay, Indrajit was shoot the arrow and it hit on the Lakshmana and then became unconscious. So then what happened? Then all on a sudden, this Lord Nityananda was not coming back into his original consciousness. Nityananda Prabhu was lying there. Everybody was astonished and worried what happened. So then there was the children, well, there were there, how the Lord is enacting in that very original. So somebody said, okay, bring this Sanjeevani mantra, Sanjeevani, this booty, this medicine. So people were again acted like that, bringing something and then offered to the Lord Nityananda as acting as Lakshman. And the Lord appeared back and regained his Lord Nityan, the consciousness. So this is the way that since childhood, Lord Nityananda Prabhu was so much involved, so much was hidden, and it was also known as Avadhuta. Then this was going on for some time, and then there is a sannyasi mendicant came and came to Hadai Pandit and Mother Padmavati's home, and Hadai Pandit and Mother Padmavati then treated this sannyasi, this sage, very nicely and asked that, please help, please allow us to serve you. And how can I serve you? We are there for it to your service. So then this sage mentioned that I'm going alone. I need a companion to take care of. I would request the little Nimai. Nityananda Prabhu was calling us Nitai, not Nimai, Nitai. So Nitai is very appropriate. You can send Nitai with me. So Hadai Pandit and Padmavati broke their heart because of they were so much loving, and everybody, entire village was so much of loving of Nitai. They heard this news, everybody came, and but they promised the word that how can I serve you, whatever we will fulfill you. And hesitatingly, then Adai Pandit and Mother Padmavati sent Nityananda Prabhu Nitai along with this sage. Then almost 20 years passed. Nityananda Prabhu and Nitai was traveling all over the places, Vrindavan, Madhura, Govardhan, Kashi, Badrinath. It is mentioned that when Lord Nityananda Prabhu visited Badrinath there, the Nityananda Prabhu met with the Srila Vyasadev there. And then there was a childhood pastimes happen like this. So one day there is Nityananda Prabhu and they were living nearby. And then Srivas Angan, in the Srivas house, Mother Malini, Srivas, the consort of Srivas Prabhu was Malini, Mother Malini. Mother Malini had this one little bowl using ghee that to offer to Krishna. So one day what happens, a crow came and just took it and then away and put it in the nest of that crow and took it away and fly away. So they were all kind of astonished and then crying, oh, my bowl and the ghee, and how can I serve the Lord? So Nityananda Prabhu heard this, and Nityananda Prabhu came, and Nityananda Prabhu told to the crowd, bring back this bowl immediately. The crowd just came back and with that bowl and put it back where it was. Everybody was so astonished, and even Mother Malini fainted out. How is it possible? So then another instant that then Nityananda Prabhu and Nitai went and all these various places, and 20 years later, then when Nityananda Prabhu had almost 30 years old, 32 years old, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also appeared. That time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had only 20 years old. Then Nityananda Prabhu was 32 years, almost like 12 years difference between Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then they met into the Navadip and in the Srivas Angan, and there then it was nice, wonderfully explained with Chaitanya. I'm not getting into it. So then the ecstasy was there, and immediately Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so Nityananda Prabhu, they embraced each other. They're shedding tears and in ecstasy, and they were just absorbed. And I was waiting for you, and this is the moment. So then later, then what happened? Then the Sachimada invited Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu for having prasadam in their home. So then, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu sat down in the room, when Sachimada came with the bowls of this rice and the prasadam, Sachimada could see that the both two of this beautiful personality sitting there, not seeing like Gaura, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nitai or Nimai, and instead of they are seeing that at 400 Vishnu form, the beautiful form, the color, everything, and Sachimada couldn't hold it, and seeing that beautiful form, Sachimada fainted down, and all the rice, everything scattered there. And then Sachimada couldn't believe and came regained consciousness and went to another room and just meditating upon it, just meditating upon that beautiful form of Lord Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then we know that then finally then they met, and then all these wonderful pastimes manifested. And Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went for this South India trip. And Nityananda Prabhu also started to spread the holy name throughout the Bengal and Jagannath Puri in Orissa. So by this time, that when Nityananda Prabhu came to the Panihati, and that's where the biggest festival is organized, and that's where you can see that Nityananda Prabhu is going around and the Sankirtan. So the appearance of Nityananda Prabhu is nothing but he is Adi Guru. He is the spiritual master. He's him only that by service and by the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu that one can progress in bhakti, because he is the original spiritual master as Lord Balaram. He is Shesha, he is Ananda Shesha, he is Sangarshana. He is attract everyone. That's called Sangarshana, means he attracts. So Nityananda Prabhu was going like this, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was also instructed to Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur, go out and preach Jarate ko tare kaho Krishna Upadesh, and chant about the glories of the Supreme Lord like this. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went for tour, the South India tour. This time Nityananda Prabhu was going around and spreading the holy name and chant and chant and chant. And then thousands of people were following, and then took this path of the Sankirtan movement, chanting the holy name. And Chaitanya Nityananda Prabhu was begging each and every one of them that please take this holy name, chant this holy name, please chant the holy name of the Lord Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda. That is our success, that is our perfection. Take this holy name, take the name of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Nityananda Prabhu was teaching like this to everybody. So then we know that the Panihati festival happens and thousands of people are arranged. That's the time Raghunath Das Goswami was meeting first time Nityananda Prabhu, and Nityananda Prabhu understood the heart of Sri Raghunath Das Goswami. So Nityananda Prabhu wanted to shower some mercy to Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, and Nityananda Prabhu called Raghunath Das Goswami, please arrange the prasadam for all these thousands of people arranged here. Immediately Raghunath Das Goswami then arranged a chip, rice and dehi. This is called Chida Dehi festival, and still it is going on. And then Nityananda Prabhu was showering mercy upon Sri Raghunath Das Goswami. And by that mercy, then immediately, very soon, that Raghunath Das Goswami was able to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri. So then we know that wonderful, wonderful pastime. There is this Mahaprakash Leela. And then Mahaprakash Leela, then Nityananda Prabhu instructed to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that please, we need to worship you. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, no, it's not to be me to be worshipped, but it's you to be worshipped. Then finally, then everybody's request, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu agreed. And then Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showing their mercy to everyone for 21 hours. 21 hours like this. This is called Mahapragashna Leela, and revealing that the identity of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. And then, that was going on for quite some time. And then we know that the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, how that Nityananda Prabhu's mercy even goes to that the most fallen conditioned soul like this. And then we can see that Jagai and Madai, and we know the story. Everybody must be heard this many times. The story of Jagai and Madai. They were born in a very high, family, as Madhavananda and Jagadananda. But by the association, they became notorious criminals, notorious. They were putting all these womanizers, drunkards, and robbers, and stealing, killing, and eating meat. And wherever they are, everybody ran away from them because they're so criminal, so angry, and so much they are killing people and eating this flesh and drinking and all those things. They were kind of drunkards like this, and wherever there is, they say, and just rob, just attack the homes and take the women's and their wealth and everything. Wherever they are, everybody ran away, and their people are fed up like anything, and their sins are so grave, so grave. This is the times when Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur was coming into the town, and they were there, drunkard, and everybody was far away, went away. Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur went near to this Jagai, and they everybody called him, started to call him Jagai and Madai. This so notorious criminals and so huge, and they were always in drunkard. Their rolling eyes are so red, rolling, and whomever see, and they would punish them. They would kill them and beat them and put pelt the stones. So many things they would do. They were such and angry with everybody else. And this is the time Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur just met and approached the Jagai and Madai. And Jagai and Madai told, and Jagai, Nityananda Prabhu told to Jagai and Madai, Are bhai, hey bhai, chant the holy name of the Lord, that only will save you. Hey bhai. And it's Nityananda Prabhu was calling them, Hey bhai, oh brother, please chant the holy name of the Lord, that will only will save you. So then Jagai and Madai became so angry, and they were now charged to Nityananda Prabhu and hit took an earthen pot. They were always drinking in all those days. This liquor was serving in an earthen pot, and they had that one in their hand. They hit with this earthen pot on the forehead of this Nityananda Prabhu, and Haridas Thakur just ran, and Nityananda Prabhu was bleeding like anything. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard this, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ran and rushed to the arena. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu becomes so furious and angry. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was about to kill the Jagai and Madai and called out the Sudarshana Chakra. And you can see that the picture was Krishna himself, and immediately Sudarshana Chakra appeared there. And then Nityananda Prabhu just caught hold of the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and mentioned to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Oh Lord, you are appeared, and everybody, this is Kali Yuga, everybody is pretty much like Jagai and Madai. Whom will all you kill? That if you kill Jagai and Madai, your appearance on this world is to liberate, to Padida Pavana, to eradicate and to liberate this all fallen conditioned soul. Do not kill. And seeing this Nityananda Prabhu even bleeding, and by the hitting of the Jagai and Madai, Nityananda Prabhu was requesting Lord to do not kill them and spare them. So Nityananda Prabhu didn't. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't kill them. And this the time seeing this, Jagai and Madai became a little lightened up. And so seeing this, they were now, just by the mercy, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would glance upon them, and they became now little, came down to their angry, and then they started to ashamed of that their activity. And then Nityananda Prabhu requested Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, please bless them, please liberate them. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mentioned that I'm not going to do that because of they did an offense to you. If you forgive them, then I will pardon them. Nityananda Prabhu said that I already pardoned them. I already forgave them. Oh Lord, please shower mercy upon them. Seeing them, Jagai and Madai became fall flat at the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. See that how they were drunkard. They were so much of in that mood of that demoniac act. All on a sudden, Jagai and Madai, by the mercy of the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, then they fall flatted and they requested, please forgive our offense. Please tell me what should I do? What we are ready to serve you. We are ready to serve you. Then Nityananda Prabhu and mentioned and instructed to them, please serve the devotees. Please serve the devotees. That's the only way you can eradicate these sinful reactions of that you have done or accumulated all this life. And it is mentioned that Chitragupta, who is the accountant of Yamaraj, who was writing down all the sins Jagai and Madai was conducting, and then Chitragupta was even run out of this, couldn't, count that how many sins they have accumulated. And this was the stage of Jagai and Madai. And by the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this Jagai and Madai became so much now devoted to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. So then you know what they did? They were trying to serve. They started to serve the devotees by the instruction of Nityananda Prabhu. So they started to serve the gods. So these gods in the Ganges, in the Bengal, there are Ganges flowing, and in there, Mayapur, and there they were going there and serving. So people and sages and devotees comes and they do their answers, their nature's call. And then what they do, Jagai and Madai, they go there and clean when they were done with their nature's call. They go there and clean that place. And the news spread around that Jagai and Madai became like this and serving the devotees in such a way. Everybody was coming down and paying obeisances even to Jagai and Madai and seeing the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu and the devotees. And Nityananda Prabhu was, glorified that this is the Lord's mercy, that even the melt, even the stones can melt by the mercy of the, Nityananda Prabhu. And that's why we can see that in Alarnath, Jagannath Puri, in the temple, that by the mercy of just by standing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that the bhakti, that the devotion for the Lord and the stone is even melted. That's why Nitai Padakamala, that the stones, that the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, which is imprinted in the stones, that's all good enough that for of all of us, dear devotees. So then Nityananda Prabhu was then spreading the holy name all over the places. Then also Nityananda Prabhu was also married by the instructions of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that Janava Thakurani and Miss Vasudha, and Nityananda Prabhu was Abhaduda by that time, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed this Sankirtan movement has to be spread all over the places. And Nityananda Prabhu was instructed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you have to get married. Nityananda Prabhu was not so much, interested or hesitating, but there was a great devotee called Suryadas Shakle, and the Suryadas Shakle was the brother of Gopinath Pandit. Gopidas Pandit was the spiritual master of Shyamananda Pandit. So they were great devotees, and they also wanted to give their daughter to Nityananda Prabhu. And not only that, Vasudha Prana and Vasudha Devi and Janavi Devi, they were so attracted to Nityananda Prabhu. And it is mentioned that in the Kavi Karnapura's Gannodesha Deepika, that this was Varuni Devi and Revati. So they were the two consort of Lord Balaram. The two consort of Lord Balaram was Mother Revati and Varuni Devi. And they became the Janavi and Vasudha Thakurani and Janavi Thakurani. So yes, of course, that has to happen. So this was all the pastimes of the Lord. Then Lord Nityananda, they became the consort of Lord Nityananda. So then then Nityananda Prabhu was going around and preaching, and then then Lord called, and then some point of time Nityananda Prabhu was within Jagannath Puri with the Lord. The Lord mentioned that go to Bengal and spread this holy name and the Sankirtan movement. And by this process, Nityananda Prabhu was showering mercy to each and every one of them, dear devotees. Then it is mentioned that then finally, then there is a deity in Bengal. It's called Bengim Rai. So this you can see that Bengim Rai deity, Lord Nityananda Prabhu, the Pujari was mentioned that later that Nityananda Prabhu merged with this this Bengim Rai deity. This deity was Krishna's deity, and the left side is Srimati Radharani, and the right side is Janavi. And so the Bengim Rai deity, Lord Nityananda Prabhu merged with this Bengam Ram deity in Bengal. So, dear devotees, it's not that just somebody says or something. This is scriptural evidence. There are so many wonderful. It is revealed that in many scriptures that unless and until we have the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, we don't get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we should have the mercy of Lord Nityananda. Then we ask, how do we get the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu? Dear devotees, only by service. So we know that who is Lord Balaram, who is Lord Nityananda Prabhu, who is Lakshman, they are always in service. That's why their appearance, their aspect of their reason for to come to this world is nothing but to serve Supreme Lord. So unless and until we serve the devotees, we will not get the mercy of the Balaram, or we will not get the mercy of Lord Nityananda Ram. So it's very, very important that we serve, we have an opportunity. Whenever we have an opportunity to serve the devotees, please take that opportunity. Nityananda Prabhu will be so pleased with such devotees. Only way that we can please the Lord Nityananda Prabhu, that serve the devotees, and serving devotees means following the instructions and the services and spreading the holy name, Sankirtan. This is the what? This is the word. This is the mercy. This is the Shakti of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. If anybody is entering, if anybody is engaging in this Sankirtan, book distribution, serving the devotees, spreading the holy name, preaching, this all mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, because of by the mercy only that, by the service only that we can attain the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. That's why in order to get the Bhakti Shakti, we need to get the mercy of Lord Nityananda, Lord Balaram, and also we need to get the mercy of Srimati Radharani. So its primary and the foremost is actually to get the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, Lord Balaram. Then only we can also get the mercy of the Srimati Radharani. Then only we can purely engaging in our loving. So we are mentioning about today that ecstatic love. That ecstatic love is nothing but dear devotees, that the mercy of Lord Nityananda. Unless and until we have this mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, we cannot even progress. So, in order to have that, we should always remember that the quality that one Nityananda Prabhu always likes in the devotees. So, what are those qualities? The humility. Unless and until we serve with such a humility, that we cannot enter, we cannot perform the service. If we are serving our ego than our loving devotion. So it's always remember that unless and until we have humility and humbleness, we are serving our ego, not the loving devotion. Then pridelessness, that, oh, I'm this, I'm serving this, I'm no pride for that. Menial service, unconditional love, unconditional services to the devotee and the Supreme Lord. The primary is that serve the devotees. And as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that, Naham Vipra Najavrod, Naga Vaishya Na Shudro, it says Kindur Proja, the Gobi Bhatra Pada Kamalayo Das Dasanu Das. What is the identity of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is mentioned. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that I'm not a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, or none of all this. I'm the servant of the servant of the servant of the devotee of the Lord, devotee of the Lord, servants of the servants. So menial servant. This is our this. That's why it's called that we all take that dasa. Instead of that, we take that baba, but we take the status of das. That means we are servants of the servants of the servants of the devotees. Dasa means not that we are a direct service of the Supreme Lord. We are the servants of the servants of the servants of the devotees of the Supreme Lord. So always remember that we have an opportunity to serve a devotee. Take that as mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Okay? So always have that. The Lord Nityananda Prabhu's mercy is there because of our sincere devotion that we get that opportunity. Always remember, by the mercy of Lord that Nityananda, we get devotees, and by the devotees' mercy, we get Lord. So always have the mercy of Lord Nityananda. So this is the way that we can understand Lord mercy with bringing right deities. So let me stop here. And I think I went over a little time. And dear devotees, this is a very beautiful day, and to understand more and more about the pastimes and the glories of the Lord Nityananda and Lord Varahadev, and where we want to reach, and how one can get to that the mood and ecstasy, that loving devotion to the Supreme Lord. That's our perfection, because of we don't have much time left in this world. And it's very rare that we have this human form of life. And instead of wasting so many other things, we have to focus and come to that stage of pure love, ecstatic love for the Supreme Lord. And that's the purpose of our life. That's what is dear devotees. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so merciful. Nityananda Prabhu is more merciful than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So if we take the shelter of Lord Nityananda Prabhu and their devotees, that's our perfection. So always remember this. And tomorrow is a Nityananda Trayodasi, the appearance of Lord Nityananda. Meditate upon the glories of the Supreme Lord, Sri Nityananda Prabhu, and always take shelter of Lord Nityananda Prabhu and seek and bless and seek for the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. So let's together, if you unmute, let's chant one praise for the Lord Nityananda. So everybody can also by heart this. You can also recite this verse every day. Can you unmute and please repeat after me with this praise? You can. Okay. Nityananda Avadendur
Nityananda Avadendur
Nityananda Vadhupendur
Vasudha Prana Vallabha
Vasudha
Vasudha Prana
Prana
Vallabha
Vallabha
Janava Jividapadihi
Janava
Janava Jivatapatihi
Krishna Prema Prada Prabhu
Krishna
Krishna
Prema
Prema Prada
Prada
Prabhu
Prabhu
Padmavadi Sudha Sriman
Padmati
Padmavati Sudasriman
Sajinandana Purvajaha
Sachinandana
Sachinandana
Purvaja
Bhavonmatta Jagatrada
Bhavomatta
Jagatrada
Yakta Gaura Kalevaraha.
Rakta Gaura
The meaning of this is that Nityananda Avadendur, Avaduda Avadendur, Vasudha Prana, Vasudha and Janava, Vasudha Prana Vallabha, Janava Jividapadihi, Vasudha and Janava, Krishna Prema Prada Prabhu, one who can give Krishna Prema, one who can give Tulasi Devi Krishna Prema. We say Krishna Prayasi Namo Namaha, Tulasi Krishna Prayasi Namo Namaha. The Krishna Prema can give, Nityananda Prabhu can give the Krishna Prema. And Padmavati Sudha Sriman, the mother Padmavati, Sajinandana Purvajaha also is considered as the son of Sajimada. Sajimadas, Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. Sajimada considered Nityananda Prabhu as the elder brother of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's why Sajinandana Purvajaha. Bhavon Matta Jagatrada, Bhava, that mood, that ecstasy of loving devotion to the Supreme. Bhavan Matta Jagatrada, Dekta Gaura Kalevaraha, that the Kalevara, that the magnanimity of Nityananda Prabhu and Gauranitai and the Supreme Lord, Sri Nityananda Prabhu has appeared in order to spread this holy name. So we offer our humble obeisances to Lord Nityananda. Nityananda Ram ki jai.
Jai.
So thank you, dear devotees. Let me stop here
Prabhu.
again. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. That was a very nice class. Prabhu, can you post this on Japathon, this prayer?
Yeah, I will post it on the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No problem. Okay.
Do we have tomorrow our satsang here on Zoom, or we just
No.
do in the temple?
In the temple only. Everybody is requested to attend in the temple. Lord Nityananda asked there is Abhishek. Everybody can participate in the Abhishek and then get the mercy and, they can also pray and take the shelter of Nityananda Prabhu tomorrow. And if you don't so far, take that shelter of Nityananda Prabhu. Always seek the pray to the Lord Nityananda. Please shower the mercy upon us. Please shower the mercy. So this is the way that we can chant properly. We can have our purifier. Many devotees ask, oh, how can I chant? So always before chanting, chant this mantra. So this is the way we get the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. So this way we can chant, we can engage in the devotional service very properly. Our pride, our ego, everything can be eradicated, clean our heart. Only all this happens by the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, because of Nityananda Prabhu is the Guru Tattva, that we all can get the mercy of Guru, and unless we have the mercy of Guru, Nityananda Prabhu, we cannot progress in a bhakti. So we all need the mercy. So we are Kripa Siddhas, right? We are Kripa Siddhas. We need a mercy. Unless and until we have the mercy, we cannot progress in bhakti. So always seek for the mercy from the devotees. Not that, I will not do to this devotee, I will do only to this devotee. I am this, I am that. No. See, the Lord is seated in everyone's heart, right? When we see that our humbleness, our surrenderness, and we are such a humble devotee that we seek everybody, there are so many wonderful examples, right? Yesterday I was mentioning about Vasudeva Datta, Narottam Das Thakur, this Srinivasa Acharya, the Srinivasa Yamananda Pandit, and take out any devotees in this Chaitanya Charitamrita. That's why Chaitanya Charitamrita is the postgraduate study because of each and every devotee, the personalities in association with the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a great lesson for each and every one of them. So it's very, very important that we also come and understand this and come to that stage of such a humble and always ready to serve devotees and no hesitation if somebody asks if he can. I mean, yes, you may be sometimes not, then you should humbly request that, other time, but as much as possible, always ready to serve devotees. Whatever way, I mean, everything else will come upon us. Mercy, shower the blessings of, and what we need in our life, dear devotees, the devotee's mercy. Unless and until we have the devotee's mercy, Lord's mercy won't be there. That's very, very, very clear. I serve only Lord. I don't serve anybody else. I don't talk to anybody else, just senior devotees, nobody else. I don't pay obeisance. I don't say even hi to anybody else. I'm so and so. That's the wrong idea. This is all kind of pride. I'm so and so. I'm so a great devotee. That is those. No, if anybody says I'm a great devotee, he's not a devotee at all. That's what is, there is a difference between the Shuddha Bhakta or the pure devotee and a Kanishta. The Shuddha Bhakta always says that I'm not a devotee. Everybody else is a devotee, but a Kanishta says I'm a great devotee. Everybody else is not a devotee. So this is our understanding. So we always seek the mercy of devotees, always have the blessings and the mercy of the devotees and spiritual master and the Guru Varga, Shiksha Guru, all the devotees, always seek for the mercy. And always ask for how can I serve? How can I serve? Think about that. If somebody come and serve you, how much you please that, how much we see that the value that devotee and how much, then naturally from your heart that the blessings and the mercy shower to that devotee. The devotee, that's what is we need in this life. Nothing else. Serve the devotees. Okay, then everything will be come in properly in place. Chanting and service and our attitude and our speech, our consciousness, everything will come in place if we have this humble mood of service to the devotees. Okay, that's what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has taught us. And the only way that we can get the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Nityananda Prabhu, is that service. And if you again think about that, who will be so furious if you are offending? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will be furious. Lord Krishna will be so furious that one who offended devotee. And then there are so many wonderful stories out there, right? Okay. So anything else? Anybody has any other questions? Any comments? Any other reflections? No comments?
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, was very nice, very informative satsang for me. It was great. And I want to know in Chaitanya Charitra book, which one, where is the Nityanand Prabhu? In Madhya Lila, which one is that?
Throughout Chaitanya Charitamrita, Mataji, Adi Leela, about Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, glorifying the Lord Nityananda Prabhu and incarnation, the principle, the tattva, everything and the pastimes.
So you have to read a whole book.
Yes. Yeah. But there is, if you want to go through and then just, if you go through the Adi Leela and in the index, you will see that the titles of the glories of Lord Nityananda. Then if you just tomorrow, just read through that, then you will, more connect to the Lord Nityananda Prabhu. And then, throughout the book, like Adi Leela, Madhya Leela, and Antya Leela.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam.
Prabhuji, I have a question not related to today's class, just general question.
Yes.
So, Prabhuji, the in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says the 4 types of people comes to me.
Yeah.
That one, Arto, Artharthi, Jigyasu, and Jnani.
Yeah.
So if someone chanting the holy name in the mood of to gain something material benefit,
Yeah.
and very enthusiastically chanting
Yeah.
the holy name daily, and he wants something materially. So
Yeah.
in our 10 offenses that we consider, that one of the offense that chanting of the Hare Krishna, consider the chanting of Hare Krishna one of the auspicious ritualistic activities in mentioned in the Karma Kanda.
Yeah.
So is it considered for him that is it offense to the holy name, or what consider in Bhagavad Gita that Krishna says that one chatur, that one from the 4 division one comes to me, that like Artharthi.
Yeah. No, actually, it's not really. Actually, yes, there is a greater meaning that when the offense is mentioned in this Padma Purana, this is a greater meaning for that. But one who, like also is mentioned that Krishna also mentioned Srimad Bhagavatam, akama sarva kama moksha kama udaradi tivrena bhakti yogena yade purusham param. Even if there is akama, there is no desire. There is akama, sarva kama, there is full of desires. And moksha kama, if there is a desire for liberation, one should worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, no matter what. So Lord will fulfill those desires, right? So when we have these desires of, yes, material, desires of, we pray to the Supreme Lord. So then, but in the sense of that, okay, we chant this mantra like that, okay, so much of, like in the sense that we accumulate wealth, right? Why people are generally accumulating the wealth for that, so that they can overtake or take, put their steps on each and everybody and show off or anything like that. But anything that is a material disease that we have, that we utilize in the service of the Lord in such a way that, okay, oh Lord, give me a job so that I can serve you better. There's nothing wrong in it. Oh Lord, give me, at least something. I need a house. Okay. So that I can bring the deities, I can serve you. So then whenever we have also desires is seemed as a material desires, but the ultimate end results for that to somehow or other to serve devotees and the Lord. That's why we should dovetail, even though we have material desires, that we utilize. Why Krishna says that whatever you are eating, that is an offering to me first, then there won't be any sin. Otherwise, if you are utilizing everything for your own selfish purpose, then that is a sin. So similarly, when you desire for Krishna and then that we utilize for our own selfish purpose, then that's a sin. But on the other hand, we have that the desire that, okay, this is for my survival on here and my daily food. Anyway, we need to have shelter, we may need some necessities, and there is nothing wrong in that to pray to the Supreme Lord. Or Lord, I'm going through this, please, give me. And so this is the way that we serve the Lord, and Lord understand He is Bhavagrahi Janat. But on the other hand, we pray to the Lord, okay, Lord, give me that, give me that, so that we satisfy our senses. Okay, then I can enjoy this world. That is not recommended. That's called, that is an offense, just to gain and then utilize that for the material purposes. But on the other hand, even if we have some material desires, and then we ask for the Lord and we approach the Lord for that, Lord will provide. Then what happens? By that, we also utilize that for in the service of the Lord. And this is the way that there is no sin connected to it. Was that okay, or is more clarity is needed?
So Prabhuji, once he will start that and he will get the material gains, purification will be there, Prabhuji, in that condition.
Yes, definitely,
Clearly.
because of anyway that purification. As soon as, that's why Krishna even says that, right? The Chaturvida bhajan dema jana sugurdana arjuna artho artate jnasu jnanina bharadarshapha. That means, something is better than nothing, right? The moment, that's the way that something is better than nothing. That means somehow or other he comes to Krishna and asks for it. That's way he creates kind of a, he somehow or he come and request, he comes to the Krishna. That means he get the blessings and the mercy. This is the way his journey begins. His sugrudi begins. His spiritual journey begins. Yes, he is benefited, of course. some way or other. That's why akama sarvagama moksha mudari. Whatever is there, we should approach Krishna. Whatever is there, we should go to Krishna. So this is the way that our spiritual journey begins, and our spiritual path and opens up that slowly, slowly, slowly. Even though we utilize that some extent, some way there is a blessings out there, there is some mercy out there, so then he can progress, and some way or other in consciousness, yeah, I got this from the Lord, so I should utilize some extent. But even though he accumulates the saints, at the same time he gets some, so that the effect of that is also little less, rather than a demoniac person. There are different categories of the people, right? They completely reject and oppose against the Lord, and they enjoy themselves. They don't even come close. They say there is no God. It's a severe, severe sinful lie. But somehow or other we come to the Lord, and okay, so there is a little that they respect, that okay, Lord can give something to me. So that Lord values that, yes, he came to me. Or somebody comes to me, us and asks something, they respect, how they respect us. So this is the similar way that, we also have that little corner in our heart that, okay, yeah, this person is like this. So like that, similarly, Lord also has that. For this person, yes, he comes to me, or he is now in the path. So Lord will make that arrangement. And also free will is always there, then even if we get something from the Lord, when we Lord is ready to shower mercy upon this devotee, and this person says that I don't need it, going away from the Lord, and then the Lord is actually so disappointed, and rather than this person. So Lord is always there to shower mercy upon each and every one of us, but we say, oh, we don't need it. So this is our free will. That's where we accumulate all these sins and reactions and the karma. Then somehow again we get this mercy, then again we accumulate this sins, and then this called samsara chakra, goes on and goes on, goes on. So but when we have this mercy of the devotees, that even says that Lord is so, that is more powerful even than the mercy of the Lord, because of Lord is always sold himself to such devotees. Lord is ready to do anything for such devotees. If devotee says that, okay, bring this devotee, and oh Lord, please shower the mercy to this devotee, Lord will 100% ready to go give that and bring the drum back to the Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada was saying that even though you don't chant, even you chant 16 rounds, you are not so great, but I will take you to the Krishna. I will take you to the Krishna because I have a back door. So all that Srila Prabhupada was saying, that just be there with this Krishna conscious movement, your entrance to the Goloka is guaranteed, because of that's the mercy of devotee. So that's what it is. We should always follow the footsteps of devotee, Raganuga, Ragatmika, all this. And that's why that the mercy comes, and we can progress well in bhakti, and guaranteed that if you take shelter of devotee, that devotee will take that devotee to the Krishna, right? We know that the Gajendra Moksha, right? The Gajendra Moksha, who actually liberated first? The crocodile was caught hold of the leg of an elephant. It was Gajendra, who was a devotee. So when crocodile caught hold of the leg of Gajendra, the Lord has to liberate that person first, in order to even before liberating Gajendra. Because of why? That Gandharva, that Gandharva was catching hold of the devotee's leg, even though it is unfavorably. But Lord doesn't look at that. But this crocodile was holding that feet of Gajendra. Just by holding the feet of Gajendra, then the that Gandharva got liberation first, even before Gajendra. So this is what it is. So this way, and each and everybody who is taking shelter of devotees, and it is guaranteed that Lord is always give, the mercy first to that devotee. So this way we can progress. And yeah, was it okay? Clear?
Yeah, thank you so much, Prabhuji. So detailed answer. Thank you so much. Yeah,
Hare
got
Krishna.
it. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Anything else? Anybody else? Any other questions, comments, reflections? Okay, I think it's getting late too. Let's conclude then. Thank you so much, dear devotees. And today is a very, very auspicious Negadashi. And please, engage more and remember and conscious of the Lord. Remember the pastimes of the Lord, chant the holy name of the Lord, whatever you can do. And tomorrow morning, the Parana time, the break time is 6:43 to 10. 10:21 a.m. Right, 6:40 through 10:21 Eastern time. Break the fast, and also whoever is done the fasting today, Nirjala, I mean up to 12 o'clock, it is considered as covered as Viragadadashi as well as Nityanda Trayadashi. We already fasted. And devotee wanted to also observe tomorrow, and that's also welcome, but it's not mandatory. So we have, those who are done already, then they can, continue with the regular, prasadam. Okay, and you can break the fast with, non-Ekadashi prasadam. Okay, anything else? And please request everybody come to temple tomorrow. Please join. It's a very, very auspicious, very beautiful, very wonderful program that we have. We all can seek the blessings of Lord Nityananda. As Narottam Das Thakur says, Nitya Nitai Padakamala. We should take the shelter of Lord Nityananda. It can eradicate, it can give all thousands of billions of moons that soothing effect to that the heart of such devotees. Lord is so, so merciful. Lord Nityananda Prabhu. I mean, there is so much to speak. How Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami got the mercy of, only by the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami could come to Vrindavan. And even at the age of 96, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami compiled this Chaitanya Charitamrita. And Nityananda, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami was mentioning, it's only by the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, nothing else. So many such wonderful devotees. Okay. Okay, so let's conclude. Vancha kalpatarubhasya vasidhubhyevaja padidana pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namaha. Vaishnavruta ki jai. Dhanyavad Sri Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu ki jai. Sri Prabhupada ki jai. Lord Varaha Deva ki jai. So Nityananda Ram ki jai. Gaura Premanande Hari Hari.
Thank you, Simheshwar Prabhu. Thank you, everyone. Hare
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.